How do? I'm Daniel Watkins, and welcome to my world.
I first met Daniel back in about 94, 95 down at the Moomba Masters in Melbourne.
It was probably about 11 years ago. It was the first time I came to the States with Daniel. We just moved over here and didn't really know anyone, and we were into wakeboarding and we were just kind of cutting our teeth.
Well, I moved to Orlando, Florida in the year 2000, and basically if you want to be a professional wakeboarder, you want to make it in wakeboarding, you have to move to Orlando.
When we came over, like, the sport was so much more primitive. There wasn't like wakeboard camps. There was nowhere really even to ride. There was just, you know, there was a couple of pros over here doing it, and we thought it was a lot bigger probably than it was. And yeah, it was just super difficult, and we didn't know anyone either, so trying to get a ride was really hard.
To live large, I'm still not in charge. I'm seeing real life, you see a mirage. I'm keeping it real, you live a facade. You're hearing time clocks, I'm hearing applause. You're lost out in the world with nowhere to go, no people to see, and no one to roll with you. You're exposed, and everybody knows everything in your life revolves around dough. It's a shame.
First time I came over to Orlando, I stayed with Daniel, and he was living with Greg Falzon and Josh Sanders and Bruce Robson, and they were called the Dodgy Aussies.
When we first came to America, we were probably a little bit off the pace from a lot of the top guys. We're from Australia. We weren't used to having maybe as bigger wakes.
Daniel's style of riding definitely reflects in the way that he lives life. He always looks like he's having a good time when he's riding, and that can be said for the way that he lives life as well.
It was good having just another buddy to be able to go out there and push each other and try and learn the new moves and see where we could take it, and definitely helped us advance our riding and kind of take it to the next level for the Australian team for sure.
Daniel has definitely influenced not only my riding, but the way I carry myself, I think, as a professional athlete.
Some of my most fondest memories would be filming with Daniel in the late 90s. Daniel's one of them guys that's just in the sport for the love of the sport, and he's in it for not just himself but everybody else. Whether it be helping out the younger guys from Australia, setting up clinics and camps, he's just always looking out for the better of the sport.
I don't think if I wasn't friends with Daniel and so close with him over the last sort of 7 years, I don't think I'd be in the position I'm in right now.
I think Daniel is where he's at today, and is just through generally just being an all-round professional, awesome guy to be around, awesome personality, and also an awesome athlete. Goes to every event and probably is one of the hardest working wakeboarders out there.
I actually learned to water ski when I was 3 years old with my parents at a place called Bonnie Doon in Australia. And then it was just a lifelong dream for me to always want to just be pulled behind the boat for a living. I always wanted to work at SeaWorld. And I actually moved to SeaWorld in California when I was 20 years old. While I was there, I competed on the US Pro Tour and slowly but surely moved into just full-time wakeboarding. And since then, it's been 11 years now, and I've just been living the dream, just traveling the world and doing this.
Always being creative, doing new things in the sport, helping, giving back to the sport as well, which is a huge thing, and you know, I think good karmas have come Daniel's way as well. You know, that's probably why his career is so successful, because he's just a great guy.
Y'all come back now, you hear? Well,